So many people, when they see me today, they are always surprised. How is it possible that a former banker will start importation? Because most people, once they leave banking, the next thing they will do is to travel to UK or to US. Coming in, some of them feel threatened. Coming in, some of them also feel that we cannot do it. That let's just sell this one container and leave. But when they discover that we have imported first container, second container, fourth container, I believe that when I go to abroad, I go and come back. I go for business, I go for holidays and come back. But I don't want to go there and live like a slave, you know, because most people that are in abroad today, some of us are better than them. I know that you might be surprised how I started. The possibility of moving from banking to importation. What I did on clutch disc and clutch plate for big trucks. I even had a UK visa for 3 years, but I didn't go because I don't believe, what I believe is I need to work with my 2 hands and make money. So I rejected that visa. That visa is in my drawer. I didn't travel. Rather, I went to China for a business trip. My late father taught me that everybody needs to work. He believed so much that if a man doesn't work, he should not eat. I so much believe that education will not give you money. Rather, education will help you to know things that you need to know as a human being. A time will come in any man's life that you need to take a bold step. A bold step, you encourage yourself, because I believe that the only encouragement you give yourself is the best. Most people in the market are surprised that within 2 years we are here. I know some people who have been in this market for more than 5-10 years. They are still managing a small portion. But within a space of a year and some months, we moved to our own a permanent place. It baffles me when I see some people leaving banking or oil sector, still going to work for people. They have a lot of them in the market. They are doing manager for companies. They are doing storekeeper and other things. But most people still find it very difficult to believe that a former banker can be an importer.
So hello guys, we are live and direct in Aspanda International. Aspanda, that is a trade fair international market, Lagos, and we are here to see Fijik Global Enterprise. We are going to meet a man who started from banking to importer, right? He was a banker, but now he's an importer. A man who orukuje mono, a man orukuje ekoku, because he's only jamat. What? So let's go and meet him so he'll tell us this inspiring story, how he started from banking, marketing in banking, and today he's an importer, importing a clutch disc and clutch fiber of big lorries. Understand? So let's go and meet him. This is a story, you know, creative lottery. We don't just come up and start telling story. Understand? We always come out and tell you how it is, how the different story, the unique and amazing story. Let's go. You know what I So look at it. Fijik Global Enterprise, import of original autos paper, distributor of clutch disc and clutch plates. You know what? So open it on your local lorry, or you are into haulage. In my creative lottery, we don't promote work nonsense. Whatever we show you is the best. But then let's go and hear the story of this great man who started from banking to importation. Let's go.
An industrialist.
An industrialist. Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Hi, Chief. Oh, hi, Chief. Oh, nwoke ọrụ ukwu. Ọra ukwu. Obodo a na-enye nsogbu. So you come to Aspanda and the auto pass. We will talk about ndị nwe obodo. Ndị na-azọ ndị nwe as ekwokunu na-ewekwe ndị ọrụ ukwu fa na-azọ ya. Ọ ka Chukwu si mee maka ihe ọbụla nọ n'ụwa nwe ndị nwe ya. You know now. So let's go. We are going to show you amazing stories in this market, so that we will tell you that anything open from where you have to start somewhere immediately. Can you from here? Can happy cool on you? You know that.
My name is Sachijioke Umeji Ozuome Noruku. I didn't just start like that. I started my career as a banker with Afribank. From Afribank, I moved to Main Street, and from Main Street to Skybank. From Skybank to Polaris. I started banking, my banking career in 2007. And by 2023, I left banking to start this business. And this 2026. So I've done this business for 2 years. And I know that you might be surprised how I started. The possibility of moving from banking to importation. What I did on clutch disc and clutch plate for big trucks, Owo, DAF, and other trucks. This has been my, it's not as if I just started today. It's determination, because most people still find it very difficult to believe that a former banker can be an importer, you know, and but it's possible. It's determination. So that's it. I hail from Orauku in the Denmili local government area. I'm the first born in a family of 5. My father, late Emmanuel and Lady Wanekumeji. I'm from a Christian family. We grew up knowing that there is need for everybody to be hardworking. And I did my secondary school at the famous Dennis Memorial Grammar School, Onitsha. If you are familiar with Onitsha, you know that it's a good school. And my late father taught me that everybody needs to work. He believes so much that if a man doesn't work, he should not eat. And that has been my inspiration. In fact, it's like a billboard in my daily living, hard working. And in my family, everybody believes that there is need to work hard. My father worked hard, and in my town, you can't mention people in main market then and you will not mention him. He did well as a father, and also we learned a lot from him. So that's it, and that has been what is driving me today. After my secondary school, my father believed so much in education. He didn't go to school, but he tried his best to make sure that we went to school. I got admission at Federal Polytechnic Oko, where I finished my HND, and went to Imo State University, where I did my PGD in management. And after that, I continued with a BSc in marketing from Enugu State University of Science and Technology. After my BSc, I went for my MBA at Ladoka Akintola University, Obomosho. I did MBA in Human Resources Management. And I so much believe that education will not give you money. Rather, education will help you to know things that you need to know as a human being. You know, I tell people that there are some people that will keep telling you that they are looking for work, they are looking for work. That is not what Nigerians, or we Nigerians, need now. We need to work with our 2 hands. Because if you look at the number of graduates that we have today that are roaming the street, you begin to ask yourself, is this how China developed? For some of us, when I traveled to China last year, I saw that there is need for people to engage themselves and do things by themselves. A Chinese man does not believe in looking for job. He believes in creating job. And that is what we want to do. We want to create job and give people job. That was why I decided to leave banking and establish my own business. I started my banking career in 2007 in Afri-Bank as Panda branch. And it's always good. Whatever you are doing, you do it well. There was this manager that I worked with. Mr. Darlington. Darlington trained us in such a way that you know the market. He said, whatever you are doing, you know your market environment. And that was why I was able to learn what I'm doing today. It's not as if I came here and I didn't know the environment. I learned the environment. I knew the environment I was. And that was why I was able to key in. So many people, when they see me today, they are always surprised. How is it possible that a former banker will start importation? Because most people, once they leave banking, the next thing they will do is to travel to UK or to US. But I looked at myself, I said, I don't want to travel. I even had a UK visa for 3 years, but I didn't go because what I believe is I need to work with my 2 hands and make money. So I rejected that visa. That visa is in my drawer. I didn't travel. Rather, I went to China for a business trip. You understand? And that is why you can see our brand. We started with this brand. It's a clutch plate and clutch disc for trucks. And we went there and we made sure that it's of high quality. The reason why I ventured into this business is that I looked at the economy of Nigeria and I discovered that trucks, lorries, and big vehicles are something that we cannot do without in this country. If you look at haulage business, look at oil and gas, it's trucks that they use for all these things. You look at all these multinationals. So I felt that there is need for me to venture into that business and give them the best in terms of quality. In terms of quality, not quantity. Because most people, what they do is quantity. But in our company, we believe in quality. My company is, we have 2 companies. The first one is Sagio International Limited, Company Limited, and Fijic Global Ventures. These are the 2 companies that we are using to.
So this name we are seeing in this brand, what is it?
Okay, the name is such as is our brand. The reason why we started with our own brand is that in order to avoid fake products. Most people believe that they can just import anything, spare parts. But personally, because of my exposure, I discovered that there's need for me to produce my own brand, to work with my own brand, to make sure that the quality is good. That was why we had to visit the factory that is producing these products for us to make sure that they give us the best for our customers. And thank God that our customers are not complaining. They are happy with our brand and our quality. When we came in, there was no, in fact, I can tell you that we came with confidence.
Wow.
Because of my exposure. These are people that I've known for years, and coming in, some of them feel threatened. Coming in, some of them also feel that we cannot do it, that let's just sell this 1 container and leave. But when they discover that we have imported first container, second container, fourth container, they now started saying that this man is serious. You know, some of them still buy from me because they have seen our quality. They even introduce us to other companies to buy from us. So for us, we were not threatened. It's only a man that does not know what he's doing or what he has come to do that will be, feel frightening of big competitors. I believe that those big competitors are even afraid of us now because of the type of thing that we came with, the quality of our goods, and the stories that our customers are telling them about our brand. So there's no fear. Yes, it's one of the things that made some people to be surprised up to today. I didn't learn this business. It was one of my best friend, one of my good friend, that assisted me. Chief Chukwuoki Benye from Olu. He helped me. He was the person that gave me the contact and also assisted me in some of the things that we are seeing today. I didn't do boy, as I didn't learn anything. But because of my educational background, I think there is no need for me to start learning. What I do is that I use my thank God for Google and some of these things. You know, I was able to key in, and today I know most of the products. I know most of the numbers or their names. So I didn't do any boy in this business. I keep telling people, especially people that are working for people, that a time will come in any man's life that you need to take a bold step. A bold step, you encourage yourself, because I believe that the only encouragement you give yourself is the best. It baffles me when I see some people leaving banking or oil sector, still going to work for people. They have a lot of them in the market. They are doing manager for companies, they are doing storekeeper and other things. But I believe that if they can encourage themselves, they can do better. They can do better. Everybody must not work for people. And what I believe in life is that working for people is just like a way of, lifting yourself. When you work for people, you now tell yourself that there is need for you, for others to work for you. But when you are working for people and you believe that you will die in that work, that is the problem I have with our youth. Most of our youth need serious reorientation about life. It's not easy, and it will never be easy. But when you encourage yourself, you find out that it will be easy. And another thing is that we need to make good friends. We need to associate ourselves with people that will encourage us. People that knows the importance of hard work. Not people that knows only when it is time to eat. That is the problem with our youth. Most of our parents today does not know the importance of teaching their children how to work. But I can remember vividly that while growing up, the only thing we hear is hard work. And that has helped us a lot in life. So my fellow parents, let's encourage our children. Let's teach our children that there is need and there is benefit of working hard, that it pays to work hard than to sit down at home and watch television and other things. My brother is part of work, but I believe that we can do better here. Nigeria can develop if we join hands together as individuals.
Yeah.
The question I ask people, if everybody leaves Nigeria, how will Nigeria look like in the next 20, 30 years? We are all Igbos. Sometimes I ask myself, if all of us leave, how will our town look like in the next few years? I'm not saying that living is bad. It depends on what you want. But personally, I don't want to live. I believe that when I go to abroad, I go and come back. I go for business, I go for holidays and come back. But I don't want to go there and live like a slave, you know, because most people that are in abroad today, some of us are better than them. And there are people in abroad that are also better than us. So it depends on what you want. But personally, I don't want to go to abroad and live. These are the products we have in the market. When you look at them, you find out that it's our brand. Wherever you see it in Nigeria, African country, it belongs to our company. This is for F6. We have for DAF 95. These are all trucks. We have for Commander. We have for Howo. We have for Atros. So we also have for DAF 95 V8. These are all trucks, and they are of good qualities. This plate is for V8. It's for V8. These are the plates. They are of high quality. Anybody that uses it, they always come back with a good testimony about our products.
So this is used for brake, right?
These are clutch plates. Yes. And these ones in big cartons are clutch disc.
So this Fiji Global.
Yes.
The next 10 years, how do you see it?
Um,
Where do you see it?
in the next 10 years, because like I told you, we started, this is not where we started from.
Okay.
We started from a half shop in this same line. And within 2 years, we moved to a full shop. So, and we are believing God that in the next 10 years, this company will also have other products, not only clutch plate and clutch disc. We want to develop other products for trucks that will also come in our brand. Already we have started discussion with some of our Chinese partners. So maybe the next time you will come, you will see other products. And believing God that God will be our helper, because all the things that we are seeing here today is God that did it for us. Because I know that most people in the market are surprised that within 2 years we are here. I know some people who have been in this market for more than 5-10 years. They are still managing a small portion. But within a space of a year and some months, we moved to our own a permanent place. This is just like our showroom where we display our products. We have our warehouse where we have this goods stocked.
So this you can get it in many quantities.
Any quantity that you want, you can get it.
So where do you normally supply?
We have our customers in Nigeria. We have African countries. We have in Togo. We have in Lome. We have in Ibadan. We have in Nkpo.
Wow.
So we have customers all over. And these customers, since they started with us, they are always happy. They've not complained about. And we have also companies, transport companies in Nigeria that are patronizing us too. So that's it.
I hope as you are making the money in Akpanda, I hope you are bringing your money home.
We believe in Akuruno.
I hope you are supporting the community development.
We believe, and that was why my brother, he knew that I support my community.
It's a Corona man.
Akuruno. We believe in Akuruno, and
Okay.
yes.
So you supply everywhere in Africa, like Ghana,
anywhere. Our products are there.
Okay, West Africa.
Yes.
And what if somebody want to be a sole distributor of your company?
If anybody that want to be our distributor should always contact us via WhatsApp or phone call to via our number 080 35 00 9313. Thank you.